Hello
Hello.
there, Kyle Katarn here,
I'm the Bendu.
coming back for another reaction to The Acolyte. This is episode 4. Shout out to Nerd Chronic for editing this reaction for us and sneaking it past the Disney blockade. Oh man, so episode 3, Flashback City. We didn't really move forward at all. We just kind of retroactively filled in a bunch of things that we didn't know about, and I still don't think that we know about them. Like, honestly, we think we have the full story, but there's so much missing there.
Right. I didn't initially think of that when we were watching it the first time around, but then with hindsight and then after watching it the second time, it was way more obvious that it was from a certain point of view, or like a specific person's point of view, versus like this is the actual like full detail. Aside from the fact that they were missing portions, like we don't really know what happened to the witches, we don't know how they all ended up in a big pile collectively all together. Like, there's so many more missing pieces that I'm sure...
Fire did not kill them. Those were not fire victim bodies.
Exactly, yeah. So I appreciate that with this show, they're taking their time to really show us everything and tell us everything.
Piece by piece, you know? Yeah. They're not laying it out. They're not front-loading the information. Like, you know, exactly. Like, we're definitely along for the ride of a mystery here. Like, the last episode, I think the whole thing was from Osha's perspective, and the biggest clue was in the title itself. It was simply Destiny. The 2 episodes before that both had 2 titles.
That's a very good point.
Justice and Revenge, etc. And I think that's because, like, you know, Justice was Osha's storyline, and Revenge was May's storyline. And because we only had a single title, I think we were just getting Osha's point of view, you know?
Given that idea, then, this one, the title is simply Day, as opposed to Night, which I assume would be the opposite version. So this one is just called Day. It's also one of the shorter episodes. This one is only 34 minutes long.
Oh, wow, okay. That is pretty short.
But kind of like what we speculated, well, we didn't... Like what you and I texted and talked about earlier, that we would have told or talked about on the podcast, this one does seem to take place within the current like story timeline. So I don't think this one's going to be a flashback at all.
That's the question that I was about to pose to you as well, is that, like, because it is another single title episode, maybe it will be the other perspective of that, what happened that day. But we really need to check in with Kelnaka. We need to see what's going on there. I am very worried that he's going to die. Everyone on May's shit list has died so far except for Saul. And I'm really worried that he's not going to make it through this. And most of that is just me, like, speculating, but also I did like kind of play trailer detective a little bit on that, and like seeing the shots that definitely take place on this planet, Kofar. All the Jedi are there facing down that red blade. Like, that's probably what's going to happen in this episode, because that's the same location, right? Unless we revisit this later for some reason. And Kelnaka wasn't in any of those shots. That was very much like an all hands on deck, like emergency kind of. And where the hell is he? You know. So it's not looking good for Kelnaka.
I'm still like, as an overall Wookiee design, I'm still very much excited to see more of Kelnaka. Like, he's definitely one of the first. He's definitely one of the first Wookiees that we've seen that has like shaved portions of his head. Like, I don't think I've ever really seen what a Wookiee skull looks like, but we can actually like.
I think there's a Wookiee skull in Jedi Survivor in a glass case. It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, it's a weird shape. It's very much not a humanoid skull shape.
He's
got head tattoos all along the side.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. I said the same thing about Carrie-Anne Moss when Master Ndara died. Like, oh no, we only got her for 5 minutes, but then like we got more of her.
But then they played it off by like, oh, we're just gonna give more time to these characters and flashbacks, and we're gonna play it to where we get to see them for periods of time.
And that, honestly, that is a very standard murder mystery way to do it, you know? Like, I think about shows like The Killing, you know, like Rosie Larson dies in the first episode and we get to know her retroactively through flashbacks and through anecdotes, but like, you know, dies in the first 5 minutes. It's like one of those kinds of formats. Now, I'm super excited. I hope that we are going to be continuing on with Kelnaka in this episode and seeing what happens next. Do you have any predictions or anything like that before we get going?
Oh, man. As far as predictions, not necessarily. I guess with the idea of what episode might this theme follow. So that's one thing I did notice about episode 3 that I will say. I wasn't sure necessarily if The Craft was like the biggest sort of witchy horror movie reference.
I got The Craft vibes for sure.
But like there were definitely a lot of scenes, specifically at the beginning, when the twins are playing with the Batu tree, and then they're kind of using or practicing their powers with like what seems to be the translucent butterflies, because there's very much an
She's
opening.
like, May, don't hurt it. Right.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
similarly, there's like a very strong opening ritual scene where like the 3 original witches are like bring in the new girl to try to induct her to be like their 4th, and they're like, no, it's true, like you could be the missing link, because when we're together, like we make real things happen. And then like they do the thing in front of this really pretty tree, and then all of a sudden butterflies come out. So I was like, okay,
That's right. That's right.
I see what you're doing there.
Yeah, no, the parallels are definitely there. The parallels are definitely there, and I feel like, yeah, and it's probably an inspiration at the very least.
Yeah, so with that in mind, I am looking forward to if this episode is going to be like the Predator episode.
That's kind of where my mind went, because it's the jungle, right?
Right? So, like, at some point, are we just going to see Kelnaka just, like, roughnecking it in the trees, just, like, smearing mud on his face and be like, all right, fucking just spear through the sky?
Well, see, because I thought it might go the other direction.
Of May.
You know, May is Schwarzenegger, and Kelnaka is the Predator, you know?
Oh, that would be dope.
He's the one unseen, because, like, think about a Wookiee fighting in the jungle. Like, he's unseen. He could be anywhere, you know? Like, that would be dope, actually.
But I'm super excited to get this episode going. It certainly says as a description, racing to the next targets, the Jedi head to a new world as they close in on the clever assassin. So
Okay, sounds like
it'll be a reunion episode, for better or worse, but I'm ready to jump in.
This is also the last episode that got sent out on the screeners. We haven't seen this before, but there are people out there who saw up to this episode. So this kind of marks the end of that as well. After tonight, all Star Wars fans around the world are on the same boat, and like, you know, no one's going to have that advanced knowledge anymore. So that also is kind of exciting. One more thing before we get started that I kind of wanted to just like show off for a second. I just got this replica of Master Indara's lightsaber from the Acolyte.
Beautiful.
Dude, it's so cool. It was made by Damien Saber. They sent it to me. Thank you so much, guys. And look at how freaking bright this thing is, dude.
So clean.
I love it. It gives off so much light. It truly is an elegant weapon.
It looks like it fits in your hand so well, too. Like, I know the Galaxy's Edge ones can sometimes be a little wide, but, like, that one just, like...
Yeah, no, it's nice and slender. It fits really good, and it has some heft to it, too. It's actually, like, pretty heavy. But anyway, since we're about to dive into another episode of The Acolyte, I would be remiss if I didn't show off my cool Acolyte saber that I just got.
Yes.
So, yay! New saber day. Awesome. And with that, are you ready, best friend?
I am.
Do it!
Look at him. He's so
Look at
fucking
him.
cool. He's already so fucking cool. He's like Radagast on steroids. I love how, like, I'm assuming it's a crashed ship, but I love how
It's gotta be, right?
Like,
gotta be a
it looks
crashed
like
ship.
ruins at this point. Oh, it's so
God, the set design is fantastic. Look, he's got like little murals on the wall.
It looked like he was studying the
I love
Force.
this. All the
The
roots,
yin and
the
yang.
light shafts filtering through.
Dude, he still wears his Jedi belt. So yeah, see, he was studying the witches.
Did he just cook a salad?
Kale
There
salad.
must have been meat in it or something.
Look at these Boken Jedi.
Keep each movement tight, yet subtle. Diminish areas of vulnerability.
Is this Cal Kestis, his great-great-great-great-grandpa?
That's our time.
Fucking rad.
Dara,
That was great.
Rina, I want to see you open into stance before
Man,
you...
I would not want that job. Can you imagine how many times he's been whacked by a
came to say
stick
goodbye.
walking up and down those
You're gonna
roads?
say
You're
goodbye.
not staying? Thank you. For what? For helping me find my sister. Prove my innocence, clear my name.
I was just doing my duty.
Yeah, but you believed in her. You believed in her.
I mean, you must be curious after all this time.
May is the Jedi's problem now. And I'm not a Jedi.
Ugh, man.
Don't tell me you'll miss me.
Yes, you guys are friends now.
Yeah, they're sweet.
Next time I'm on Coruscant, though, I'll look you up. And we'll go to a cantina and trade stories about Master Sin.
Fuck yeah.
Did you say goodbye to
You're
him?
winning.
I've caused him enough trouble.
No, say goodbye to him.
Yeah, dude, you should say goodbye.
He clearly cares about you so much. Oh, that's May's ship. It's such a weird, cool design. Kind of reminds me of the cargo hauler from Solo, mixed with like the Fury Marauder kind. It's got like those proto TIE wings on it, like the ion panels.
I was thinking more it was like a chariot racer.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I wouldn't just take off if I were you. I know bounty hunters won't set foot in these forests.
Oh, but you
I don't buy it. Look at them all like bumbling around. It's such an act.
I don't think he's like the master though. That would
It's
be
such an
too-
act, though. He's doing the whole poor man style, but like
He's definitely
He's
potentially
concealing great
stronger
power.
than he gives off. I will give you that.
You need to kill the Wookiee. You made a deal.
it's a mostly uncharted world, but clearly someone lives here because who made that bridge, right?
Well, yeah, like they said that people have been there before, but like, I guess not completely reside on the planet. Like, I guess it's not.
There's big parts of it they just don't go in. Sure.
Look at that! Is that young Coyote Mundi?
She is
Woo! That could be Kiadi
Her
Mundi.
emotions guide her every choice in combat.
He does look
There
like
is
him.
skill there. Yes. Someone.
It could also be
Is that
Charil
Tom?
Roy, but I think he died in Cataclysm. I'm not sure.
This girl could become a major threat.
She's not disciplined.
She killed 2 Jedi Masters.
Interesting. I wonder if there's a hierarchy between brown robes and white cape.
White robes are the temple robes, and brown robes are the mission robes.
We must alert the High Council.
The High Council.
Okay, that was a
The
question I had.
Apostles,
So this
huh?
isn't the High Council.
Why didn't you tell me about this?
I did.
Why didn't you tell me there was a chance this poor girl survived?
If I thought there was, of course I would have.
Yeah, you can't blame Saul for that. I still don't think that he had a hand in whatever terrible thing transpired. We haven't seen it all yet.
I fear May is only a small part of her master's larger plan. Something to tip the scales.
If she resists arrest, and Holden neutralizes her,
It won't come to that.
then the whole master will truly be lost to us.
Yeah, it's a bigger picture at play, and it really matters that you unravel it. If it all dies with May, that's a disaster for the Jedi.
Yeah, because
You're
it's
not
not
going to
like
be able to see the
master-
the big move coming. You know.
Yeah, because it's not like May's master is just going to retaliate and be like, "Oh, you killed my alkaline. I'm going to show myself and fucking fight back." Like, nah.
No, he's gonna just like train another one.
I'm just curious how you're gonna do it this time. You failed so much.
Burn.
I didn't fail.
I know,
I killed
seriously.
Amara, and I killed Torben.
I'm telling you, everything he says is to manipulate her. He's playing her this whole time.
Your master wants
What
you
kind of
to.
deal did you make with him?
I didn't. We didn't exactly. You know how he is. He collects people.
I've
Mm,
never seen his face.
What does that
Have
mean?
you?
collects people. Yeah.
Can't believe my sister's Jedi scum.
She seemed in over her head. She seemed really fond of that one Jedi Master. What was his name again? Soul?
Damn.
Anyways, let's get
That
going.
was so deliberate. He knows every name on her list. He name dropped that just to give her like more internal conflict, knowing that her sister's not only alive but like cozy with
With
one of the
target.
Jedi she needs to kill.
Hanging
Like-
out with the target. Exactly.
That was so deliberate. He did that like he's manipulating her so much.
Glad we got you service. It's like the day we met.
Nice.
Yeah, well, I
Pip
would
got
do that if
detailed.
I had the
Oh, what up,
confidence.
Pip?
I don't have those, all right?
I haven't seen Pip in so long.
I need your help.
You want me to rejoin the Jedi?
Not officially.
Oh,
She's disappointed. See, she does want to be a Jedi again, I think.
If you come, they will allow us both to go. I don't want May to get hurt. I know you.
Oh my god, I
don't
just noticed
either.
the alien in the background from the fucking Denny's commercial for Solo.
she's a murderer.
But she's still your family.
Nah, family's just a word.
I am not wearing that civilian robe.
Civilian robe.
Civilian robe.
He's been
Oh, she gotta wear, like, a
unresponsive
white
to
jumpsuit
our
thing.
warning transmissions.
Oh my god,
Ooh,
it's
Keldor!
Fuck,
Keldor!
he looks amazing. Oh my god, look at this little thing.
Hello?
What's your name?
What is happening here?
What is your name, little beaver?
Oh!
What's that? That's Basil.
Of course his
Basil.
name is Basil. Of course his name is Basil.
Any questions, civilian?
Yord. That's trying to
Civilian?
No.
Oh man. Shades of Mace Windu.
Comprehensive briefing, Yord.
Yeah, you're doing great, Yord. Just continue.
Oh, the dropship. Jesus.
I love how much Yord tries to throw his weight around, but he doesn't have any weight.
Let's go.
Yeah, this feels proper Star Warsy. It was a great orbit sequence. Damn. Strong KOTOR vibes, man.
We have a tracker.
Oh, yes, he's the tracker? Of course he is. Look at the size of his nose.
And this is so Lord of the Rings. I want to be part of a group now where we dress in robes.
It's a big fellowship shot.
Fucking hike through the hill? Yes.
Although most Padawans want to learn Shariwak, I took it upon myself to learn a language a little more nuanced.
Nerd!
Soul thinks that May can be saved.
Master Soul is a wise Jedi.
But if it comes to it, and she doesn't listen to me, you need to stop her. Please. I can't hesitate a second time.
I need you to kill my sister.
I've known you since we were younglings. Maybe Soul brought you here to face her. But maybe he brought you here to face yourself.
Wow, it's deep,
You need to catch up.
Man, why are you such a tool, but, like, sometimes, like, you still have a little bit of Jedi wisdom? Like, what the fuck?
He's a tool with the heart of gold, and he is an actual Jedi Knight, you know? Everyone gives him shit because he's Yord. But he is still a Jedi, you know?
Yeah.
Secret tunnel.
Is it? It's like a more like a cat.
To kill a Wookiee.
Hey, those are bugs. Don't fucking touch those.
Yeah, those are definitely like carapace bugs.
There's something wrong here. Something rotten.
How come none of you sense them?
Keep down the volume.
Maybe they're not alive. Don't touch it.
Proceed.
Don't fucking touch it.
Oh, sure.
No, it's too late. She already touched it. Already touched it.
All the other spores know now.
It's like a hive mind.
All the other spores know.
Nope. Nope. No thank you. And it flies? Of course it flies.
Oh.
Look what you've done.
I have it.
Oh, this is the first time seeing Soul's saber.
It's got a great blue.
I want a Saul Patrol sticker now.
Yeah, right? We need to get those made. I feel like it's harder to get JJ down to Burbank for a quick promo shoot. See, look at this guy right here. We don't know this dude. We don't even have a name for him. He's a red shirt. They've added these unknown Jedi onto the mission so that people can die, so there can be stakes, and we won't lose any of our main characters.
I was able to sense that creature, and now it's dead.
It's always an honor to get to witness anything or anyone transform into the Force. Although you've had more experience with death than I have.
Well, I could never accept death as a true Jedi should.
A true Jedi.
I couldn't accept what I'd lost. How unfair it felt.
We're not defined by what we lose. We're defined by what we survive. We've survived a lot.
Jackie, I get you. That was deep.
It's philosophy versus philosophy, you know?
I feel you on that one. That makes me insanely curious what she has survived as a character now.
Yeah, right? There's something in her past to make her feel that way.
I'd like to rest for a minute, if that's all right with you.
It's not, but okay.
Why are you in such a hurry?
Because he doesn't want to be unsheltered when the sun goes down.
Oh, sure.
Predators, bro, predators.
He calls it the final lesson. You will kill a Jedi without a weapon. Attacking a defenseless person goes against everything the Jedi stands for. How do you kill someone like that? It's impossible.
It's not impossible. You know that.
And if I don't do it, he'll kill me. You don't even care.
Plausible deniability.
I care.
He cares way more than he's willing to let on.
I'm gonna find you more water. You're right. You need rest.
I swear to God, if he goes off to find water and suddenly the master walks out, like, come on.
That'd be funny.
I'm just going to go behind this bush real fast. No one check on me.
What do you think?
Come on,
you gonna
May.
climb a tree?
Figure out that you're being played.
I don't see him.
What?
Basil.
Great. He's vanished again.
Smeagol! Smeagol!
We've lost Basil.
I was gonna
Is that
say,
May?
fuck?
The trap. Oh, nice. She also caught in the... Oh, no, she set the trap for him.
Fucking dumbass.
I don't need to do this anymore. I don't need to kill a Jedi without a weapon. I don't need to keep this deal. What? Osha being alive changes everything. My loyalty is to Osha, not your master.
Wow. That's huge.
What I'm going to do is surrender myself to Kelnaka, and then turn myself into the Jedi.
And then what?
What?
No, stop.
That's a twist.
The Jedi will put you in prison.
Not after I tell them who I know.
He'll kill you.
You'd have to find me first. And I don't know if even he could make it all the way over here without a guide.
Well, now you've jinxed it. The
Are
Master's
you
definitely
playing
showing up.
him? Or is she telling the truth?
I think she's telling the truth. I guess she could be playing him. I mean, literally, she didn't know that her sister was alive, and it does change everything knowing that, like, that is a believable motivation for anybody. Especially your twin, you know?
I sense things again, in a way that gives me the courage to face her.
You're not going to face her. You're going to face your past. Both of us will. Once we get May safely to the ship, I'll explain everything.
Did Saul, like, do a Professor Xavier, like, mind wipe thing? Like, what the fuck? We'll both have to confront your past. Uh-oh, spores. Fucking hate spores.
Oh! Basil!
Hey, little buddy.
Basil, you snitch. Is Basil the first person to run into May and not immediately assume it's Osha? I mean, or vice versa?
Probably. I mean, he knows smells, right? He's the tracker.
True, that's true. He smells the difference. Alright, Kelnaka, come on.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, they all just straight up broke into his house.
Master Kelnaka.
God damn it. God damn it. He's definitely dead.
How?
Look at that chair. That's a corpse chair. God damn it.
Why would he be dead? Oh, shit.
Fucking lightsaber wound.
Oh,
he was killed by the Master, dude. The Master's here. R.I.P.
He's here.
Kelnaka, we barely knew you.
Oh, shit. I wasn't... Oh, shit. Okay.
I love how the sun went down, like, as she had the realization.
Anyone inside that domicile should come out with your hands where we can see them.
You wanted to surrender.
No, Kelnaka!
Did she mean it? Is she going to turn herself in?
I mean, she has to, but now Kelnaka, like...
Well, she's terrified because she knows the Master's here.
Well, we'll talk about this in a second. They now know.
Oh my god, he's sensing it. He's sensing it. Oh! Just floating down? Just floating down?
That was dope.
He's right fucking there.
That was dope.
What is that?
Smilo Ren.
Identify yourself.
Stand down!
Bro.
Jesus, that made me jump. Fucking red blade. Let's go.
Oh god, just...
Wait, what?
Alex
No!
Garcia
Are you
Lopez.
fucking kidding me? Come on!
Oh,
you,
Leslie Hughes.
You can't leave it there, man.
Oh my god. Oh,
what the
Leslie.
hell?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that was amazing. Dude, what a cliffhanger.
Yes.
That is such a tease. That is so mean to do that to us. We gotta wait 7
Ow.
days for this now.
Ooh, that was literally like 1, 2, like
The way he just
bro.
like just flicked with nothing.
I mean, granted, she's
God.
like not the biggest of people, but like
Size matters
still.
not with the Force also, but like, yeah, no, that was ridiculous, dude.
Bro, now
I hate being right all the time. I really wish I was wrong.
And now we have to wait a week.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Bro.
It's gonna be a rough week, dude. I
Dude,
hate
Jesse
being right all the
Thomas
time. I
is-
really wish that I was wrong. Kel Naka is dead, and we will miss him. Hopefully, we're going to get at least a little bit more of him when we get the next section of the flashback story. Because again, we don't have the complete story there. This was a really fun episode. This one felt like so much like KOTOR going off on a mission in the jungle, tracking down this lost Wookiee, you know, encountering some wildlife like the crazy bug things on the trees.
Yes.
Like that was those things were nasty. There was a bunch of prequel flavor too, right? With the Keldor Jedi, with the Syrian Jedi, who may or may not have been Ki-Adi-Mundi, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaning towards him. There's also a character in the High Republic books called Char-Ril Roy, who kind of fits the bill as well, but I think he's dead by now. Anyone who's read Cataclysm more recently than me, let me know in the comments if he is still alive and if that could have been him, because if not, it's probably Ki-Adi-Mundi. And that's a cool connection.
Even if they didn't drop the name, the fact that we were able to see one of like his species before they went completely
Syrian.
Well, I mean, they're not extinct, but they're definitely on that endangered species list.
They got a population problem. We'll put it that way.
But then also we got to see a member of Plo Koon's species, which is one of my
Keldor, yeah.
Yeah, man. So
and a brand new species with little Basil, who is like an instant glup shitto. Love him already. And I love that he was like not fooled by the fact that it was May for a second. He's like, nope, stranger danger. I'm gonna put out the call, the screech.
The screech. Yeah, dude. The fact
No, that was perfect. Oh man. So the next episode, episode 5, Leslie Headland said that it is her favorite episode of the season. And now we know why, right? It's about to be like the showdown. It's about to be the big ass fight. I stand by what I said earlier. All of those Jedi that we haven't met before that were suddenly in that group, they're all gonna die.
Bro, I don't know. Episode 5 could still be another flashback, and then there's still 6, 7, and 8 that we could do like the final showdown.
It better not. They better not do a flashback next week. If we have to go from this cliffhanger ending and then wait 2 weeks,
that's some Game of Thrones.
2 weeks. I can't handle that, man. I can't. My beard will be totally gray by the time that episode comes out. I can't handle that kind of stress. I need to know what happens now. Like, oh god, he has so much power. The way he just like flicked his wrist and sent Moshe to fly in, dude.
That was absolutely like full force push, like level 5. Like absolutely.
I still think it's Chimere. The fact that they left him dangling around and then we never saw what happened to him after that, and then suddenly the Master shows up on the planet.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I think it's him. Everything he said and did in this episode was a manipulation with a specific goal to get May to do or think a specific thing. Like when he just happened to be like, oh yeah, what was the name of that Jedi that she was really fond of? Oh yeah, Saul. Like he fully knew what he was doing and what information he was giving her. Like I don't buy this whole like routine that he's like all he's hapless and uncoordinated and just like bumbling and helping her out and tripping over the crates and stuff. Like, no, come on, man. We all saw what happened when she tried to stab him in the back and he was like so fast and so quick and so deft with it.
True.
He's concealing a great deal of skill and I think a great deal of power.
I don't know, man.
At
the same time, it's like I want to feel that and I want to believe that, and then once he actually shows his true self, I'm still going to be super excited. But at the same time, I still have now I can't think of the doctor's name from Bad Batch, who played by McBoyle.
Oh, Hemlock.
Dude, there was still so many like character quirks and like so many things that like was interesting about him, and we didn't get shit. He just got killed off a bridge. And like it was purely just character development.
No, I mean like Chimere could just be Chimere, you know.
He could just be like
I get that too.
Cool, that's just his character. He's just the worm tongue. But at the same time, he's just
some guy with a bunch of like very like Clue-like personality traits that make you think it's hinting at something larger, but really he's just that's possible. That would be a great red herring. And honestly, because we have so many episodes left to go, I feel like the identity of Smilo Ren is this big reveal, and we might not get it that early. Episode 5 might not be like, it might turn out that Chimere is a red herring, because they really kind of made it obvious, I feel like, at least in this episode. And when a mystery makes it that obvious, it's probably a misdirect. You know what I mean?
Or a pansy, or Ponzi? Ponzi, yeah. Patsy, that's the word. When you make somebody
like Ponzi scheme? Yeah, a
Yeah,
patsy,
no.
a patsy, a fall guy, exactly.
fall person.
Someone who's been set up.
Yeah.
I mean, Leslie said that one of her big influences on the show was Mike Flanagan, and she talked specifically about how a lot of times his big revelations come in episode 5 of the season. So with that in mind, maybe we will be finding out in the next episode the identity of Smilo Ren.
And the fact that Smiley is there and with his lightsaber immediately gives May more of a defense of like, I wasn't the one who killed Kalnaka. You've clearly seen me kill other people using other weapons, but I don't have a lightsaber of my own.
It's true. It's true. They should be able to like take that into consideration. Hopefully, like she can surrender without them attacking. But I mean, even if she has a defense for this and can clear her name for Kalnaka, she definitely murdered Torben and Indara. Like that still happened. And even if she joins up and like surrenders herself, gives herself over to the light, she still has to face justice for the murders she's committed. Like that's
2 people.
That's where the show gets really
In some
complicated because
sense.
like there is a question of her innocence and there's a question of how much she really is to blame and whether or not she even started that fire all those years ago on Brendok. But like the reason it's complicated is because whether or not she started the fire, she did kill Master Indara, right? Like there's no amount of context that can be added that'll stop that from being murder. So it's like she will have to do some time at some point. Like it's going to be a big problem for me if she just gets away scot-free with everything and converts to the light. But like there is still a redemption for her. There is still an arc for her. We don't really know what that's going to be. I really did not expect this from her in this episode.
No, me
to, like,
neither.
have such a change of heart and abandon the plan and be like, no, my ultimate loyalty is to Osha. Like that's so awesome hearing her say that. I never thought that. I figured she would double down and just like assume, oh well, my sister's lost to me. She's a Jedi scum now. You know?
Right? Yeah.
That's not it. That's the bond is stronger than that.
I'm at least hoping so. I'm an only child, so I don't know what that bond is like. But I'm hoping that she's not just like using it as some sort of escape or some sort of out from like,
that's
man,
possible.
my master's gonna kill me. What's my fallback plan? My sister, who I thought was dead, but who's not actually dead. Like, yeah.
I mean, I'm not an only child. I have siblings, but I'm not a twin. So I can only imagine what that connection specifically is like too. And I have to feel like it would override your loyalty to like an organization or even a religion, you know?
Right.
Because it's just you and this twin. Like you're the only two alike. And I don't know. There's definitely a profound connection to be had there. And thinking that your twin has been dead for so long, including most of the formative years of your life, and now you're an adult, and now your twin is alive, and you are in a position to have to choose between like... Now, I don't fault her for that choice at all. I just didn't expect it from her character, and I'm impressed to see that we're going in this unexpected direction, because by this point I kind of felt like I had the show figured out, and now I'm questioning that, and I think that's the sign of a good mystery too, you know?
Dude, my brain was just like, that creepy slow descent though. That fucking no.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the way he
ripple
just like glided in, fucking
glides
out of
down,
focus.
dude.
Ugh.
Oh my god, never have we seen something like that. That was fucking amazing. Oh,
Yeah, the way he flew. You know what? My first thought was the Tartakovsky Clone Wars Dooku being like, a bold claim, and then he just like flies down to the arena. Like it had that same energy.
that's
just,
true.
Like the way he just like glides down.
He totally uses
demonstrating
like,
mastery
force
before he said a
like,
word.
Yeah, he definitely uses like the force to slowly descend himself, 100%. But that was definitely more of like
He's also not like super imposing, like he is in terms of like his aura and the vibe for sure. But like it's a small person.
Yeah.
Like he was
you
just
mean
maybe an inch or two taller than May. He wasn't that tall, and he wasn't that like bulky or wide. It's like a diminutive humanoid.
Which is why, so like, there is...
Which fits Chimere, I'm just saying.
I don't know. Or, I mean, like, we can't really see, but what if it's Mother Coral, I will say.
It could be a woman. I was thinking that too. It's
day,
possible
like-
it's a woman, especially the way did the wrist flick with the force push.
There was, I don't know, because Mother Coral super hated them Jedi pretty fucking hard, and I don't remember
She did.
Like,
She was not among the bodies. She was not among the bodies. And also, she was pretty confident, like, when she was talking trash at that meeting with the witches, being like, who's gonna miss 4 Jedi? Like, there's not a lot of people out there in the galaxy who just, like, kind of scoff at the idea of taking on 4 Jedi. Even in this time in the High Republic. Like, that's a huge challenge. So the fact that she was like kind of like, whatever, we can take out 4 Jedi, kind of implies she either has a modicum of skill that we don't know about, or she's just overconfident and foolish, which is also possible. But like, yeah, Coral is unaccounted for. I'm not willing to say that she's dead in that fire either. Because
I'm also not willing to say that she's Smilo Ren, but I'm just saying like she's
yes,
list.
That's kind of a leap.
She's my suspect. She's on my potential list of suspects.
Okay. She's a person of interest.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could be a female in that cloak and with that helmet on.
Yeah.
I think it could be. I still think it's Chimere. I do. With every passing episode, I'm like more convinced that it's Chimere. But I'm also aware of the fact that they may be playing on that and giving me extra clues so that I double down on this theory, and then they're gonna like switch it up on me and it's gonna turn out not to be Chimere. Like, I'm aware that that's possible. But I'm feeling good about this theory. Yeah, no, I really think the potion seller is selling more than potions. He's actually a secret Sith Lord.
A secret Sith trainer? Let's fucking go, yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, this was a really fun episode. I really can't wait for episode 5. It's going to be a painful week having to sit here, stew in my theories.
Jackie Lawn was really a huge MVP this episode. She definitely took a lot of pages out of Saul's book, and I felt was very encouraging.
You can see it. You can see the compassion rubbing off on her, like as Saul's Padawan.
They definitely have more of like a growing relationship. Whereas, like, yeah, you're just like really was just very fucking mall cop about it the entire episode. Like, look, yeah, we were both Padawans together, but like I'm more serious. But at the same time...
Yord comes from a place of love, but, like, Saul had him pegged, man. He's got a lot of fear.
But
He's got
he
a
was
fear
still
of doing
able,
the wrong thing and making a bad impression.
I appreciate at that moment, though, when Osho was just like, yo, if I can't do it, I'm going to need you to kill my sister. And then he's just like, whoa, who's killing who? I'm not killing... Who's killing sisters?
Right.
We're not whoa there. Like,
he's not really willing to have that conversation.
Yeah. It's like he had it, but he was willing to take the blaster at the very beginning of the episode. He's like, you're gonna have to give that back, right? You know that calculator says property of fucking Jedi Academy on it.
And she didn't give it to him. He never got the blaster
not at all.
from her. Like, not it's so funny to me. Like, it's like I said in the reaction. Like, he loves to throw his weight around, but he doesn't have any weight.
No.
Everyone's like, whatever, Yord. Like, even Jackie, who is a Padawan, is like, whatever, dude. She's like rolling her eyes at this guy, who is a fully fledged Jedi Knight. Like, he just has no respect because he's way too serious. Yeah. He's way too intense about everything.
Which I think
but
is
his
also
clothes, his robes are always perfect. Never any creases.
Which I think is also
well steamed.
Yeah, a good reason why he doesn't have a Padawan just yet. Hopefully he will. Hopefully he'll survive this series and season. It is yet to be claimed or said or seen if there is going to be a season 2.
I think there is ideas for a season 2. I don't think it's been officially confirmed or anything, though.
Even if it's in the same time.
Yord does have a Padawan. Yord has the Zygerian Padawan. They both arrived to arrest Osha.
I wasn't sure if that was his or if
that's Yord's Padawan. Yep.
Because we haven't seen her.
But then we haven't really seen her since. For whatever reason, he's not bringing her on these missions. Yeah, but he introduced her as his Padawan.
I mean, Padawan's just a title, right? You don't have to be someone's specific Padawan to like go on.
No, you do. You do. You are a youngling until you are chosen to be a Padawan by a knight.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
There are no like unassigned Padawans
that just go around doing missions
and masterless.
That's fair.
Yeah, no. Part of the definition of being a Padawan is having a singular master that you report to.
Yeah, then I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I don't know then. Because we haven't seen her. We haven't seen her since.
Well, I mean, because Jackie is Saul's Padawan, and we see her in class at the temple, like doing the lightsaber katas, for example. So maybe Yord's Padawan is just like in school most of the time, and he pulls her out for missions every once in a while. Maybe that's how it works.
Yeah. Be like, yo, I need to steal you from math class real quick. Like, let's go.
Oh man, well that episode was too short. That's I guess my main and only criticism really is that I wanted it to be longer. That cliffhanger was dirty.
That fucking ending dirty. God damn, they like probably
how are they gonna do us like that?
They probably needed it to be 34 minutes because they knew if they added just a smidgen too much or if they gave a smidgen too less, like the episode wouldn't have felt balanced or been balanced.
Well, I mean, I know how that goes too, like editing
on
wise.
Pocket Sound. let's end it on massive force push pocket sand.
They had to, and I get it because as someone who's done editing too, like it's like we have to edit here because for the next like 7 minutes, there's going to be nowhere to cut.
That's exactly.
So like it's either now or it's like a whole extra 40 minutes of episode. And I'm really hoping next week's is a long one, and that's another reason why they cut it so short, is so that they can fit so much into the next one because it's gonna be ridiculous, dude. I can't wait. I'm so scared for all of my favorite characters. I hold by my theory though that Yord's gonna be fine, Jackie's gonna be fine, Saul's gonna be fine. It's all those nameless red shirt Jedi who like rounded out the away mission. They're all
Grievous. They're just gonna.
They're all gonna get General Grievous. They're gonna get Palpatine in his office. You know what I mean? Like just because they need to demonstrate this red blade being badass.
That's true.
And the way they're gonna do that is by like throwing some bantha poodoo at him, I guess.
Right, dude.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Watch him do some Kreia stuff because you said that Leslie was also inspired by a lot of KOTOR too. So like one of Kreia's huge things was she never did any direct hand-to-hand saber. She used the Force and she used telekinesis and just like made lightsabers fly around herself. And that was the fucking boss.
Oh my god, that would be so sweet.
So yeah, no.
That would be so sweet if like because you're right, we've never seen him cross blades with anyone. He just turned it on. So what if he does that? He just like stretches his arms out and the saber just like starts floating around the. That would be wild.
Yeah,
he's just I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
It the whole time. But I mean, at the same time, that would be a weakness, right? Because then that would just mean like one or two other Jedi to be like, all right, you use force push on the fucking saber. I'm gonna use. Force push
that's
on
yes.
Him. Like yeah, so
it's a weakness if you're doing it with one saber. You're supposed to do that technique with like two or three sabers.
Yeah.
That's how you like get a helix going. That's how you're actually supposed to do that. That's how you do it in Jedi Academy anyway. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our reaction to The Acolyte Episode 4. This reaction has been edited by Nerdchronic to comply with fair use. He chopped it down to 10 minutes in length, which means you're missing most of the reaction, in fact. If you want to check out the full-length uncut version of this reaction, it's available on Patreon. There's a link in the description of the video to the Patreon page. Thanks again, and as always, may the Force be with you.